Now students, come to the point, factors behind the rise of Magadha, or we can say how Magadha became powerful at that time. We will focus on those points. First point or first factor which helped in the rise of Magadha, it was its geographical location. Geographically, Magadha is located in the central Bihar region. The first capital of Magadha, which is called Rajagriha or Rajgriha, which is covered by 5 hills, so it gave natural boundaries, and it was a problematic for the enemies of Magadha to attack Magadha. So these 5 hills gave natural security to the Magadha kingdom. Next capital, it was Pataliputra. Pataliputra was situated on the confluence of river Son and river Ganga. So you can understand, in one hand Pataliputra is very fertile, and in other point of view it was also a natural boundary for Pataliputra, and these two rivers protected this city and the kings of Magadha. Now you can see this brownish area. Magadha gradually developed into this large area, and the red color, that is Rajagriha, and just over Rajagriha it is written Pataliputra. You can see that the Rajagriha was the first capital and the Pataliputra was the second capital. Rajagriha was covered or secured by 5 hills, and Pataliputra was covered or secured by the 2 rivers. Along with that, Pataliputra was very fertile. Now the next point, see that we will talk about that fertility, that the drained by several rivers, the agricultural land of Magadha was very fertile. The rivers provide continuous water supply and cheap transport. You can understand this. This is the northern plain, and it is Magadha was situated at the central of the northern plain. That's why the land was very fertile. The kings earned more by selling their crops. They earned lots of money, and by using those money they developed their weapons, and these rivers were used as waterways so that they could move faster. At that time, waterways were the main faster means of transport at those days. Next point, see that the proximity to and control over copper and iron ore deposit of Chota Nagpur and other hilly regions gave Magadha an added advantage. It helped the rulers to make better weapons and instruments. You know that Chota Nagpur plateau is situated in this region. Modern day we say certain parts of Bihar, certain parts of Bengal, and most of the parts of Jharkhand. So these areas were under the control of Magadha rulers. That's why they got advantage to use these minerals which are still found in Chota Nagpur plateau regions, like iron, like copper and other materials which they used for making weapons, and it made the Magadha army more powerful than other kingdoms. Now that's why the military might, the Magadha has a large standing army and was the first to use war elephants to a large scale which were available in their areas.